Hello everybody, welcome back to another Minecraft video with me, the King of Controversy. As you can probably tell by the title, we're talking about my English paper or something like that. We're playing different. We would play Skywars, but I'm terrible at that game, so I'm playing different instead. A game I've only played once, and I'm going to die here, aren't I? You okay? So, it was English paper. Okay, our class had 2 weeks to prepare for it. I said 2 weeks, I meant 1 week. We had 1 week to prepare for it. This is not a problem for me, since I have this thing. It's a very rare thing. What most people don't have. It's called being smart. You probably never heard of it before. Probably even have it. But okay, anyway, so I prepared for this thing. Basically, we have these things called quick talks. What we do to prepare for this. I'm really good at these stuff. I done it perfectly. When it came up to the actual talk, what the fuck? How did I not die there? Anyway, when it came to actual talk, I was 100% done it. Everyone else shied out. So normally we would have this as like a passing grade for us. If we mess this up, and it would be very hard to pass. It's still possible to pass, because COVID, you don't need it to pass. So you know, if we messed it up, we didn't mess up too bad. So a lot of people chickened out, like we do. And my paper was about what they call I've got the thing's name. I actually have it here. Did I finish? I have finished. Mine was about, what's that guy's name? I should look at this now. Icarus. I chose that because I know a video I saw like about by John Solo. Basically, if everyone knows John Solo, he does his research and stuff. So I wanted to look at one video with like a bunch of research done. Obviously, I never copied that. Just I plagiarized it. Nah, I just say it again. I just took most of my notes from there. So I have a note paper here. But before we do that, because like when I actually read it, I skimmed past most of it because I just got way nervous. Just skimmed past most of it. But they did start about what annoyed me, because it's our teacher's a port teacher. I showed her because the teacher was busy. I basically showed her what I'd done, and she shared some stuff, and she said, okay, I can tell that this was a Word document, because I said Word, like Word, like what they spell, and document. Which thought I said Word document, like it was like World War II or something. Then I don't remember a Greek god and a guy who flies too close to the sun being in World War II. Anyone else remember that? Because I didn't. Anyway, and then after done the talk of, give us this map code. After done the talk, that same teacher said, should have said when the story was written or when it took place. I know I skipped some things, some key information, but mostly to the end. But I know I started at the start. And one of the first thing it says, I got it here. The first line is, the story of Icarus, the story of me falling into a pool of water, the story of Icarus was written in the 8. The story was written by Ovid. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce the names. I've done this like months ago, and like this was just like a wee thing, Then I could pronounce the names right. I can't pronounce them now. But year 8 was a long time ago. Like it was only year 8. We weren't even double digits. That we were now in 4 digits. That's like a long time ago. I presume Icarus took place in the same year. The story was in, I just presumed that it took place in the same year. Because it's actually what I've researched, it doesn't seem to be a year said it took place. It's only been like the year where the stories has been written. I said that order now. Yeah. I thought it was really good, and to be honest, I picked it because most people know the ending. And vaguely know the ending. Most think he's too close to the sun, what he does. Something more of the story, where one thing is he could be too confident you just fall from grace basically. The real story is, don't fly too low or fly too high, you're not gonna make it. You need to fly between the middle. Basically, you're not thinking too much of yourself, but also you're not thinking too little of yourself. That's the real story behind Icarus. So I'm gonna read the story now. Well, not the exact story, but what I've written down. The story of Icarus was written in Net 8. The story was written by Ovid. When when Morrison's dad died, he said to his brothers that it was God's will for him to become king. That was a lie. Basically, Google Morrison's, because that's what I think of, said to his brothers that when the dad died, he said to his brothers, it's God's will that he was going to become king. Morrison's was lying about that. It's not Morrison's. I'm going to call it Morrison's because that's what my head goes doing this year. M and that in that order. Anyway, next we bet. Later that day, he made a sacrifice to Poseidon. Morrison said, "If you help me convince these simpletons that I am supposed to be king," paper falling in. That I am supposed to be king. What was I? When I'm supposed to be king, I make an even larger sacrifice. Sorry, I left my walking. Blah blah blah. I make an even larger sacrifice the second that shiny crown is on my head. So give me a minute here, boys. Awkward silence. Morrison was meant to sacrifice a great white bull. But he went back on his words and sacrificed a normal bull. Poseidon was mad at Morrison, so to get back at him, he cast the bull with with some madness. I can't read that word. Madness and his cast Morrison's wife to fall in love with a bull. Yeah, so I've not been paying attention to the game, as you can probably tell. For some reason I thought for my first comedy video, for my first commentary video, the guy that to read off a piece of paper was not beside the screen. It is beside the screen, but I have to look down. Because I didn't remember of heart. Because I never had it. And why would I remember something of heart just for a wee video? Yeah, so what was I? Falling in love with a bull. Wasn't that cute of them? They have to have fiveys. Again, back then, fiveys not meaning just about as animals, it means they were shark or bull. I'm not sure. Let's keep on leaving the Greek things with fiveys back then. What crazy. I had it before they could track me there. Anyway, his wife had a baby with the bull, what's known as the Minotaur. The Minotaur, everyone knows the Minotaur, right? Moses hired dead Lelisa, could come dead because the begins with that, dead to build a labyrinth to trap the Minotaur. Labyrinth is just a maze, it's just a big maze basically. Morrison locked dead and his son Icarus because Morrison wanted to keep a secret. Dead builded wings with wax and feathers to fly out, and he said don't go too close to the sun, or the sun will melt the wax, and go too close to the ocean, and don't go too close to the ocean, or the water will wash away the wax. He said to Icarus. I missed out a lot of important details in the story. Let's create another one on script. Okay. Go. Watch him look away from the screen. I was looking at the screen at the time. I actually have no excuse for that one. Like, nah, there's no excuse there. Like, something happened and I messed it up. Anyway, we have one paragraph to go. So I'm gonna focus now straight back to reading. Dead fled across and survived, but Icarus lost himself in the invasion emotional power. Like, he was so excited basically. I put 2 words out I can't read anymore because I haven't read instances with some of these. And feeling invincible, he kept flying up until the sun melted the wax and flowed into the sea. Yeah, so that's what happened. He was too confident basically. He was too big of an ego. So that's the story of Icarus. Terrible storytelling by me on my part. Terrible gameplay on my part since I did not lose. Oh wait, I'm gonna finish second. No, wait, what? Oh, check. I'm so confused. I'm like, what? How's no one finished that? Like, if I was playing normally, I could probably finish by now. Oh, that's nice to know, isn't it? Anyway, so that's the story of Icarus. So, you all now know. Very good at that. I'm more to say then, but like after the story, I have to go through my head what was said before I said everything. So 1 week. They try to say 2 weeks, but it was only 1 week. Actually, no story. One we don't have paper to read off, which is good. Basically, this is gonna be very short. We had 1 week. What was then added on, what was then improved on by 2 weeks. Okay, and this was for a person in my class. This was in history basically. We had the presidents. Pick one president's research, but we had to make a PowerPoint then. One girl in my class did not finish in time because it was such a small class. And some other people never finished. We extended it to 2 weeks. Me and my friend finished on the first day. So instead of doing 1 week, we were supposed to do. I done 45. I done all the presidents except for Biden because he was not the president. Yeah, it was still Trump. There's 4 or 5 presidents, right? 46 now, right? What's 4 or 5 now? I don't really know anymore. Basically, I done all in order. I'm deaf now. Doing all in order. Next trap, just run the blind trap. Why did that happen? Okay, now I'm getting a hang of that. Okay, it's so weird. Can you figure out I'm struggling here? Cause I am. I do not understand this. I can be helpful. Oh, I was not helpful. Still not helpful. So basically done 4, 5 walk basically. 4 or 5 purple to cut 1 purple. All mine were done neatly and looked nice. Not even they just looked nice. We had facts I done there. I had one just fact, women lived and all that other history they needed to know. Listen, Miguel. Oh, one was not derivated. Had 1 file on it. Took a 2 weeks for 1 or 2 facts. No derivated. On 1 picture, it was mostly pictures actually. The 1 picture was mostly pictures. I had 4 or 5 very good ones. I've mistimed that so much. Anyway, hope this was. Oh, shoot. I hope this video was entertainment enough, and it was entertainment for this. Please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Try and get to like at least 15 subscribers by October. Probably think which is a really low goal, but my channel's been doing terrible. Yeah, I don't know why I kicked it like 300 times and it never went off, but sure thing, honey. Bam, 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 bam. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it if you try your best. I know you want to do it, but some reason I still went and done it anyway. Bam, bam. Oh, look at my Reynolds. Well done, this. Yeah, so basically, also please watch the video, not like just watch 0.1 seconds of it. Like, maybe appreciate that. Just give me a chance, please. And please tell this to my friends and all that. Like, I like you can have analytics and all that. Yeah, and watch time is like, why don't I understand that? Like, why click on a video if they only go and watch a second of it? Like, what do I say in a second pushes it away? At least like watch it maybe 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Take a decent amount of time off it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.